but it's very validating, and it's nice to know that you're on the right track, that you're doing something good, which we were pretty aware of, but like getting an award is it means quite a lot to all of us. We were all quite proud, and we had a booth at PAX Australia, and we actually got to show off our awards at that booth. PAX Australia it's a huge gaming convention, and since Queerly Represent Me mainly works in the games tech industry, I think it was our first year having a booth there, so it was very important to have a booth there and show off what we're doing, show off some cool merch with rainbows on it and stuff. And we did quite well. Like, we sold quite a lot of pins and lanyards and got a lot of people interested in Queerly Represent Me and what we're doing, and I'd like to think the awards kind of helped out with that. I think it's about stopping people from thinking that the industry isn't just full of het cis white men, and that we are here but we're not noticed and we're underrepresented, and because of that people aren't hiring us. And it's about putting a spotlight on us and saying we're here, we're queer, because otherwise other younger queer people, when they're growing up and they look at people who are working at Apple, people who are making games, and they don't see themselves there, they don't see queer people there, so they don't think I can apply for that job, I can have that job, that could be me. They don't think that because they don't see themselves. And I think that's a real shame, and I didn't see a lot of queer people growing up and in media and in the industry. But we're here, and it's important to be visible for the people that aren't there yet. It's hard when there's also a community of people that are, no, you shouldn't be hiring to fill quotas of queer people, women, and binary people. You should just be hiring people that are good for the job. And there are people that are very loud and outspoken about that. And that makes it harder for companies who maybe they are genuinely trying to hire more queer people. They're maybe not advertising in the correct way either, because a lot of times, I've seen it before, I've seen job ads go up where they've used male pronouns for the position, and it's like, you're already signaling that this job, if you haven't thought about women, so you probably also haven't thought about queer people for that job, you've just thought, oh, the default is male, right? Well, actually, they could probably talk to people like us, Queerly Represent Me, where we do consulting on this sort of thing. So we consult on how your group could be more non-binary inclusive. We do consulting on how queer inclusive, or how a game could have more queer content or diverse content in it. That's how this change is going to happen, is actually consulting the people you're trying to hire, consulting the people you're trying to represent.